Okay, here it is. Notes. We're still this last assignment, I mean, there's more, believe me. There's more, but we're just going to cut it here, and we've got to learn about, we still got to do hyperbolas and parabolas. But honestly, what you're going to do here, you're actually going to still use again and do for those other conics, so learn it well. Ellipses, this is worksheet 5. And this is where everything, like I said, everything that we learn you're going to see in these one problems. Okay. All right, so an example, it's just real quick, an example of an ellipse in standard form, the way I want to see it, should look something like this, like x plus 8 squared over 36 plus y minus 2 squared over, 25 equals 1. I want my equation in standard form for an ellipse to look like this, where the x squared and the y squared part are on the top, these numbers are on the bottom. We know it equals to 1, right? That was a big deal about yesterday's assignment. Okay, so you're familiar with what it should look like. It's not going to look anything like that. Your job is to make it look like this. You thought yesterday's was tough. This one, yesterday's was easy. Now look at the equations you're gonna have to convert and write them to look like this. All right, here we go. So it'll obviously say write the equation for each ellipse in what? Standard form. I mean, they might word it a little bit differently, but essentially they're going to be asking you to write the standard form of the equation for an ellipse. I mean, they can flip it around, say it another way, but they're saying the same thing. In standard form. Standard form being what? Like this up here. Like this, where got the x squared on the number under here, the y squared on the number, and then the equals to 1. Okay, here it is. Ready? Number 1. All right, here it is. X squared plus 4y squared plus 16y minus 84 equals to 0. What is this? That's not an ellipse. That doesn't look anything like an ellipse. Okay. Well, you're right, it doesn't. We gotta do something. Okay, what you're first gonna do, your first step is to kind of organize things. This one, you're gonna write all the x's and anything that has x squared or x first. So let's just, well, honestly, there's only this one. This one only has x squared. It doesn't have any other part that says x or anything. Okay, so that's the only x squared. Now, how about the y squares? Oh yeah, there's 2 of them that are y squares, right? Y squares are so the first thing is to kind of rewrite it and organize things, right? Don't we want the x and the y squared here on one side, and then what do we do with the number? The negative 84, well, when you throw it to the other side, it becomes positive 84. We did this with circles, so it shouldn't actually even be new, like I said. Okay, so since there's no other x, like another little floating x, the way there's like another floating y here, the x squared part is already completed. It's just like x minus 0 squared. So that's going to actually leave us a little bit less work. You'll realize that later. But this one is not a completed square. So you got a little floating y right there. Hold on. Okay. So now what? What did we learn to do here? Well, we got to complete the square here. We can't complete the square here because of this 4. So we have to factor this out right here. Here's what a lot of you did not do on this last test. Once you didn't do that, the rest of it was all wrong. So you lost a lot of points. So here there's nothing to factor out. There's no other x. So this one's just fine. Plus, and when I factor out this 4, what's going to be left? y squared plus, you better not say 16, y squared plus 4y, right? We've done this before. Equals what? Equals 84. We did this with circles. And then what do we got to do? We got to complete the square here, right? Complete the square here. So I got to look at this middle term, and if that's a 4, would you guys agree that's going to be a 2 and a 2, y plus 2y plus 2? Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm going to write it again because I like to show every step, and that way you don't get confused there when you're looking at your notes. What do I need to add here? Now, what do I need to add here to this side right here? Well, y plus 2 plus 2 adds up to 4, but 2 plus 2 also happens to multiply to what? A 4, right? And if I add a 4 here, because, I complete the square here, what do you add on this side? 16. Somebody forgot already. Right? Yeah, you did 4, but if there's a number out here in front, you remember you have to multiply. Yeah, 16. Everybody remember that? Yeah, we did that before. So now we actually have them both the completed square. Again, x squared is just x squared by itself. Plus, now you still remember, you still got that 4. And what is this now? What completed square is this? Well, you wrote it up here twice, didn't you? Isn't it y plus 2 squared? Yeah. And now it's going to equal, well, whatever that adds up to be, isn't it 100? It's 100. Oh yeah, 100 is going to work nice. And then now this looks like what? Tell me what this looks like now. Right here, starting here, what does this look like? Nobody can tell me what this problem looks like? If I were to start right here, what does it look like? Huh? Okay. Doesn't it look like yesterday's assignment? Yeah, because I want to make this equal to 1. Remember, yesterday's assignment was like this. See, now where you pick it up right here and you finish it. This needs to be a 1. This needs to be a 1. So this is x squared. Why did I write that? Plus, I just put a plus right there. 4y plus 2 squared. And again, I'm just writing it over, right? I'm dividing everything by what? 100. I mean, I think we're almost done, right? And then what? And then we're going to get our final equation. What's the final equation? X squared over 100 plus y plus 2 squared over what? Remember, these can reduce. Yeah, 4 goes into 4 ones, 4 goes into 125 times 25 equals 1. There it is. I don't think it's going to ask you, but on the test, I'm going to ask you everything. What is the center for this one? Yeah, remember when this doesn't have a number, it's like saying x plus 0 squared. Everybody know that? Yeah, when it's a 0, they're not going to write it. Okay, everybody see how it's everything we've learned and everything we've done? Okay, another one like that. Let's jump into number 2. We're good? Okay, number 2. Number 2 over here. 9x squared plus y squared plus 54x take away 63 equals 0. Okay, let me get the x squares and anything with the x all grouped up in front right here. That would just be the 9x squared and the plus 54x. You guys agree? Put those next to each other. Now let me get group all the y's and all the y squared family parts. Isn't that, oh, well, it's just y, isn't it just y squared by itself? Isn't that the only y squared? There's no other floating y variable or anything. Yeah, that's it. The y squared is by itself. Oh, that actually makes it easier. Equals to what? Well, whatever this number is, move it to the other side, change the sign. Okay, so luckily we don't got to complete the square here. We only got to complete the square here. Okay. What do we need to do first? Huh? Factor out the 9. We got to factor out the 9. All right, go ahead and do that. That's going to be x squared plus, I got 6. Is that good? Yeah. I got 6. All right. And now, how do I complete the square? I got to complete the square. I got to put a number here. I got to look at that and find out what is half of that. Well, everybody agree? Nothing new there. We've done that. Okay, now I need a number here to make this a perfect square. What am I going to add here? What am I going to add here? I'm going to write it again. What are you going to add here? 9. Good, that's true. Okay, I'm just copying it over, because then it just gets too busy if I do everything in one spot. But if you add a 9 here, what are you going to add over here? Oh my God, finally you see the light. Good. Because if there's a number out here, you multiply 9 times 9, 81. All right, we're actually almost, well, yeah, we're almost done. Let's see, what are we going to have left? What's left over here? 9 parentheses what? What is squared? You wrote it over here, like you wrote it twice. What is it? X plus 3 squared plus the y squared was nothing to complete. Equals 144? Yeah, when you add that, you get 144. We're good? That's it? No, now we got to make this a 1. Well, that's easy. That was easy like yesterday's homework. I got to divide everything by. You guys agree? Okay, anybody got the final equation? I know it's going to equal to 1 because that's what I need to do there. 144 divided by 4 is equal to 1. There is nothing to reduce here. This part's good. Y squared over 144. That's good. Anybody can tell me what something times 9 is exactly? 16 times 9? Isn't it 36? Oh no, that's 36 times 4. Let me check. You said 16 times 9 is 104. Oh, here we go. Okay, you got it then. This is a 16. That's x plus 3 squared, right? Because these reduce. Finished. Done. Right there. Okay, you see what has to happen? All right, so on the first one, it was the y. If you go back to the first one, it was the y that had to complete the square, and the x was kind of by itself. On this one, the y was by itself, and the x was the one that has to complete the square. Guess what you're going to see on these other ones? They both have to complete the square. Here we go, number 3. Number 3, I think you know how what's gonna happen here. Let's see. I don't like that one. Oh yeah, here it goes. X squared plus 4y squared plus 8x minus 32y plus 44 equals 0. What is that? What is that? Oh, it's my mouse. Okay. What do we do first? Organize. There's an x squared and there's an x. There's a y squared and there's a y. We got to kind of put them together, right? Let me put all the x's together. X squared plus 8x. Leave a little space plus. Now let's get the y squares going. 4y squared minus minus 32y. Why am I messing up? And then this number, or any number, whatever the number is, throw it to the other side. But if it's positive here and you throw it that way, it's negative. Everybody good? If there's another piece floating around, if you got the x squared part, but there's another little floating x, or the same thing with the y, you got to complete both of them. So here, let me put parentheses because it's incomplete. That's why it's called complete the square, because it's incomplete. Plus, here I don't have to factor anything out, right? It doesn't have a number in front, but this one we are going to factor out a 4. All right, go ahead and factor it out and let's see where you're at. What happens here when you factor out a 4? What are you going to get? Y squared minus 8, right? Minus 8y? Yeah. Okay, I got to complete the square here, and I got to complete the square here. Oh, they're both 8s? Oh, that's going to be easy. What is going to be, what's that? Oh, half of 8? Oh, yeah. X plus 4, x plus 4. So how much do you have to add here? Want me to do it here or copy it again? Want to just do it here? Okay. Add 16. If I add 16 here, how much do I add over here? 16, right? There was no number in front. So just, yeah, add 16. Okay. And now here, what's going to happen? Well, something very similar. Half of 8. Oh, this one's negative 8. So that's going to be y minus 4. Y minus 4? Yeah. But it's still 4 times 4. You're still going to add what? 16. But if you add 16 here, what are you going to add over here? Huh? 64, right? 16 times 4. Add 64. All right, go ahead and write what's left, and let's see if you write it correctly. What is left? What did we just do here? We did all this for this reason. Whatever's going to be left over next, that's going to be what? Let me see, what is this 36? Is that what it's going to be? Okay, I made what was that? I made a mistake. Still going through puberty. I made a mistake somewhere. Can anybody catch it? What did I do wrong? Everybody see it? Or you guys did the same thing? You did the same thing, then you made a mistake. This is where the common mistake is. That's why I'm bringing it up. Anybody see where I messed up? If there's this number out here, you got it. It's still there. This 4 is still there. See? This one didn't have a number over here, so you didn't have to worry about it. But see, this one does. So don't forget to bring it down. Okay, I think we're almost done, right? You know how to finish this. How do you finish this and clean this up and make it look like the standard form for the equation of an ellipse? What do I need to do? This has got to be a 1, so divide everything by. Is that right? Okay, final equation. X plus 4 squared over 36 plus y minus 4 squared over 9. Yeah, that's it, huh? Because that reduces, equals 1. You see how everything's right here? Okay, we got time for one more. Let's see, number 4. Number 4, we're going to do quick on this one. Here we go, 4. Ready? Let's see. Check your steps along the way. Here it is, 4. No, I don't like that one. Okay, whatever. Did I just do this one? Yeah, I did just do this one. Okay, that's fine. Here goes. 9x squared plus y squared plus 36x minus 10y minus 164 equals 0. Okay, here we go. Get the x's together, leave a little space, put a plus sign, get the y's together, leave a little space, equals, number thrown to the other side. Everybody good? Is that right? Gotta organize it and group the x's, group the y parts, number on the other side. Okay, now we got to complete the square. Well, this one I got to factor out that 9, so do that. This one doesn't have a number in front, but I'm still going to use the parentheses because I have to complete the square. And this should be right, a 4. If that's a 4, half of 4 is so what do I add here? A 4. What do I add over here? 36, correct. I heard it. 4 times this 9. Correct. Okay, that one's waiting. Oh, I should put a 9 here so I won't forget it. Now let's do the same thing. Complete the square for the y's. It doesn't have a number in front. Great. Half a 10 or half a negative 10? Well, what do you have to add here? If you add 25 here, what do you add over here? 25, right? There's no number in front, so just 25. Correct. All right, what's left? What's left? What's left? 9x plus 2 squared plus the y minus 5 squared equals, I got 225. Anybody add that up? Is that 225?
Yeah.
225 when you add this up. All right. Almost finished. What do we got to do now? Divide everything by? All right, here we go. Final equation here in standard form has to be equal to 1. That's why we got to do that. 20, right? That's why we're doing this. Make it equal to 1. Okay, and this one's already done, though. And what's this going to be? Anybody know? 25. So honestly, nothing new as far as any new math concept or anything, but just everything we've been building and using is all applied here in these problems. Woohoo! There it is. We're done with the union on ellipse. Learn this well. This is what you're going to be tested on. Again, I'll probably just give you 2 problems like this. I don't need to give you anything else. So make sure you complete your assignments. I could stop the